Howdy partners, it's your boy John here. Welcome back. This is it. I've decided I'm sitting down and I'm playing till we have beaten the game. So this might be a longer episode. Big concern right now is Rational. For some reason, we were 199 on the Sunday before this week here. We hit this one here, which was the only thing I put in for Rational, and it stayed at 199. So what I'm going to do, this next coming up week, going to take all this stuff out for Organized, because we've hit that. And I'm going to make everything rational. I think it's the smart thing to do. So we're going to do it. Okay, come on. Here we go. Alright. Back in my room at last. Yes, I'm putting my keys on my desk. There's a knock on my door. Max, you have to help me. They've outwitted me. I stand with my keys in hand staring at Rakesh. Who's outwitted you? My parents. They're going to be video calling me in 20 minutes. So? The letter I wrote them, and they're not coming, but they still want to check up on me. You have to help. I looked at my keys in my hand for a moment before answering. Go ahead and give the guy a hand. Alright, Cash, what do you want to do? I mean, it's just a phone call. It's not like they can hurt you through the phone, even if it is a video conference. I don't know. I have to convince them that I'm okay here, and there's no need to worry, and that I'm still on the medical track. Thought we agreed you were going to tell them the truth about that, what you were doing. I may have chickened out a little on that. I sort of told them the truth. I told them that I was studying art and really enjoying it. I just also told them I was still studying medicine. I sigh and shake my head at them. At him. That just complicates things. Yeah. I know, but it would be terrible to tell them the whole truth. Fine, what do you want to do? I'm quite glad you asked. Oh. Isn't this Anne's room? Okay. 15 minutes later, Rakesh is standing in front of his laptop with a webcam attached. We're sitting in Anne's room, which is probably the cleanest looking of all the rooms here. I'm not sure how he convinced Anne to leave, but it's just the two of us in here. Rakesh has strewn various charts and graphs around the room, and I'm laying in a bed with a cold compress on my head. Not to mention a rather hastily put together paint job that's supposed to make me look like I'm a sick person, but mostly makes me look like a Martian. You really think this is going to work? No, I don't. It must, Max. We can pull this off together. Just a few moments later, his video conference software bleeps at him. Rakesh hurriedly tucks me into bed. Okay, here we go. Remember, I am the competent medical student, and you're my patient. I don't think they're going to buy that. I moan in a sickly fashion, and Rakesh gives me a thumbs up. Video screen pops up on his computer, and I can just barely make out the blurry image of Rakesh's parents. Quickly lay my head back down, though, so I look more like I'm resting. Rakesh says something in Urdu that I assume is a greeting, then his parents say something back. Are you sure? I don't mind. I have not had much of a chance to speak my native tongue lately. His parents say something back, and Rakesh just nods, continuing in English. This is my office where I keep my computer. As you can see, I have a patient here right now, so I cannot talk too loudly. They're not going to buy this, dude. Yes, it's very normal for one such as I who is moving so well along the path to earning my doctorate. I must prove my skills after all. Try not to roll my eyes. He's really overselling it. Now my patient is very comfortable, I'm sure. After all, I do my best to attend to their needs whenever they arise. Whenever they arise. That was my cue. I coughed loudly, moaning in a sickly fashion and trying to roll around. This isn't going to work. Just a moment, I'll be right back. The pain and also the misery, so much of that as well. I'm in both pain and misery, also a little hungry, but that seems irrelevant compared to the pain and also misery. What? Rakesh glares at me for a moment while he pretends to check my charts. I try not to laugh. I feel a little bad about the hammy acting. Finally, Rakesh puts one of those blood pressure dealies on my arm and a stethoscope on my chest. That's not how those work. I don't think that's... Yeah. I cough a few times to make it seem good. My goodness, your pressure is 190/24 and your fever is 55 degrees Celsius. Okay, I'm no expert, but I'm pretty sure we'd be dead. Moving on. I am so sorry, Father, Mother, but I will have to call you back another time. My patient here may be collapsing. I gurgle a little and fall back limp. I really hope this helps, though a part of me really hopes it doesn't. These kind of theatrics can't last forever. They're on to you, dude. What do you mean, what am I doing? I am tending to a patient as we in medical training do. Of course this is real. What else could it be? I guess these kind of theatrics don't last very long at all. Rakesh is floundering. I open my eyes and see him sweating bullets looking at the screen. I guess the jig is up. Get up and tell them the truth, I guess, yeah. Sit up in bed, removing the cold compress and trying to smear some of the paint off my face. Okay, that's about enough of that. Look, Rakesh's parents, sorry I don't know your names, and I don't understand Urdu either. Rakesh tries to move his arms to stop me, but seems too horrified to move. Here's the gist. Your boy hates medicine. It's not his bag. He's not into it, you understand? It's great that you want him to be a doctor, but he wants to be an artist, and he's actually got talent, too. So you can either sit there stifling your kid until he explodes, or you can step off and let your son grow into the man he's meant to be. It's true, I am sorry to both of you, but my heart is not in medicine. It is not who I am meant to be. No, this is not one of my childish whims. I know it's my heart. I know this in my heart. I know what I am in my heart, and a doctor is not it. Okay. The next few minutes, there is little else but yelling coming from the other side of the internet connection. Rakesh stands next to me with a pained look every child gets when they're yelled at by their parents. Why are we still standing here? This seems kind of personal. Max, why don't you butt out? I feel for him, but I know it had to be done. Yeah, I understand, Father. Perhaps we both require more time to cool down. I will speak with you another time. His parents say something else, and then Rakesh responds, this time in Urdu. Then the line cuts, and Rakesh slumps down on the bed. That was harrowing. I do not know if that was the right choice, Max, but it is made perhaps for the best. We shall see. I think you'll find it will lift a burden from you, Rakesh. You'll see. Okay, so replacing. There we go, like that. I'll put that there, and that there, and that there. I'm gonna put that down there, I think. If this doesn't work, I don't know what will. Let's make sure everything's right. 300 organized, need 200 rational. 300 organized, 200 rational. We got this. Okay. And start. There we go. So that's that's what your tuition's for. There we go. We did it. That's taken care of. Moving along. Give me a call tomorrow and we'll run down the set list, okay? You got it, man. I think tonight I'm going to take Ann out. Seems like a good plan. Fitz and I wave goodbye to each other. I know Ann is home, though with finals coming up pretty soon. Play the event. Why not? Drop my gear in my room and go knock on Ann's door. Hey, Max, what's up? Well, I've got some homework to take care of, and it's always more fun with you. Ann smiles brightly at me and opens the door to her room. Inside, I lay out my things while Ann types for a few minutes on her laptop, then comes over to see what I'm working on. Did you need help with this stuff? No, I think I've got it about as well as I can, though maybe you can make sure I'm doing it right. Here, come sit next to me. Ann sits next to me on her bed. I slip an arm around her as I explain the problem to her, and then my solution to the problem. She smells nice and feels nice, and I'll admit I slip a few times in my explanation. Max, you really have gotten it. I smile, feeling a bit of silly pride at the compliment. How about you, Ann? We still got those A's coming? Yeah, I'm knocking it out of the park this quarter. I've got a few things to finish, but I think I'm going to have everything done in time. So when all this college is over, you have any idea where you want to go? You think you'll go back home to your parents? I haven't really given it a lot of thought. I don't think I want to go back home again. I mean, it was such a struggle to get out. Why would I want to go back? Well, my parents said I know I'd go to visit them, but I've just started seeing the world. I don't want to stop just because my college life is over. You should travel, just drop... No, that sounds like a terrible thing to say. We could always use another roadie in Back Alley Flash. That also sounds like a terrible thing to say, but not as bad as that. Well, we will once we get the band on the map enough that we'll be touring anyway. And hey, that way you could see the world while getting to hang out with your favorite man. Don't compliment yourself too much, dude. Oh wow, Sheridan Lefanu is one of your roadies? What? What? Oh. Favorite living man who's in a band named Back Alley Flash. It was a joke, okay. Well, sure, everyone likes hanging out with Memphis. And then I primarily yell so as I grab Anne by the sides and begin to tickle her mercilessly. That's what you get, you tease. Eventually I have to stop because she's laughing too hard. Alright, back to work, no slacking off just because you're cute. Yes, ma'am. Well, maybe you can slack off a little for cuteness. With that, Anne plants a lingering kiss right on my lips, one I eagerly return. Okay. Well, I think from here on we're going to be okay. I might actually, if we have another week, I'll put more stuff into studying. I think it might be a smart thing to do here. Trying to see how high I can get this. I think I can hit 800, which would be interesting, considering how much Max set out to fail. Alright. Tonight's the big night. Everything I've worked for comes down to tonight. Alright, Max, we've got everything ready. We've got the flyers all printed up and the spare stuff all ordered. Had to get some spare amps and a few new mics. Long story short, bro, it's time to pay the piper. Yeah, right, but otherwise we're all ready to go, right? Yeah, though I don't think Anne's paying us until after tonight, so you'd better have the money up front. Or you can call everything off. It'd piss some people off, but I guess it's better than starving in a gutter somewhere. Must you always be so dramatic? Play the event, why not? Oh, this is the place from the first episode back in the day. Wow, okay, back in the day. It's like a month ago. A few hours later, I'm standing in a rented party hall watching everyone get set up. It looks like Anne went out of her way to get this whole thing going right. I can even see a bartender setting up shop. Hopefully she won't mind a few extra guests when our fans show up. Finally, I spot the band coming in. There you are, jerks. There you jerks are. I thought you'd stood me up. You wished and you would have had the whole stage to yourself. As the band files in, I'm a little surprised to see Sally helping them to carry instruments up to the makeshift stage we've set up. As she dumps off her load, she gives Memphis a kiss on the cheek. That's adorable. Aww. Alright, I'm going to see if Anne needs any help now. Come see me when you get a chance after the show, Hunstead. Well, I'm actually going out with Anne, but I guess we... Oh, you're talking to... Oh, okay, never mind. I'm sorry. You got it. Sorry, Memphis, I thought she was talking to me. I shake my head at the two of them. After another hour or so, I hear Anne yelling across the hall. Okay, everyone, I'm going to open the doors. Close the curtain. You go on in 20 minutes max. Give her a thumbs up and she smiles as the curtain closes. I can hear the crowd gathering and take a quick peek through the curtain. The band is almost ready. Our sound checks are long since finished. We're just making sure everything's locked down. Good crowd out there. Looks like we got a lot of attention. Yeah, I'll bet that flyer was bad at ass. Yeah, And granted, Memphis, and close the curtain. I don't know if I'd use that word about that flyer, dude. I mean, you had something to do with it, so it can't be that great. A few minutes later, I hear Anne walking on stage. Everyone, thank you very much for coming to attend my end-of-the-year party. I know a lot of you are freshmen like me, and if nothing else, we first year should stick together, so let's not let this year be the last we see each other. I hope we can support each other and be friends all through college. You're so cheesy. She's such a sweet thing, I almost want to hug her now. The crowd roars in appreciation of the sentiment, though good to hear they appreciated it. And with that in mind, here's another band fronted by another first-year student just like us, so I hope you're ready to rock like never before. May I present Back Alley Flash. Curtains pull back almost instantly, and I strum a chord, taking a quick look at my band before grinning and hitting immediately into our first song. As I look over the crowd, I can tell that the house is full. Everyone cheers as we really get going on our first number. This is going to be a great set. At least when I look carefully, I can spot all of our roommates here, ready to enjoy the show. Even Dominic showed up. Back Alley Flash plays its heart out for the next 70 minutes. By the end, the crowd is cheering and loving it. I can see the bartender standing bored. Looks like everyone was too enraptured to even go after the drinks. When the crowd inevitably calls for an encore, we give it to them, playing a fast dance number. Most of the crowd grab a partner and start dancing up a storm. I notice Rakesh grabbing Carmen for a dance. I'm surprised to see Carmen grab Rakesh's ass, though the grin on his face tells me it's alright with him. Good for you, buddy. Good for you. I can see all the other roommates dancing together and making a nice circle. Finally, we finish our set and the curtains close on us. Band stands up, stretches after a long set, and cheers. We did a damn fine job out there. Not bad, you stage hog. Not bad yourself, jerkface. I give him a quick hug before high-fiving Jerry and Slim. Memphis won't let that stand, though, and drags us all in for a group hug. Suddenly, Slim's boyfriend breaks us up by wrapping his arms around her. We all laugh as she turns to slug him one in the stomach for sneaking up on her. Luckily, she's not the only one with backstage visitors. Anne comes running backstage to plant a big kiss right on my lips. I smell Bradley hugging Anne close. Finally, we all head back out into the crowded to revel in our adoration of our new fans. This is the true definition of a rock god. We make our way over to the other roommates who are all still gathered. Alright, how was it really? That was a damn good show, Max. I didn't know you actually had hard work in you. I'm gonna blush. Stop. Thanks. Yeah. Everyone laughs and congratulates me on a job well done. And with that, I think everyone deserves a drink coming. Everyone cheers as we go forth to celebrate the end of the year for a little longer. Alright, there we go. Trying to make sure I get that. I don't know if I can push it all the way up in time. Alright, kids, you've got finals next week, so I'm sure you've all got plenty of studying to do. I could try teaching you something that's going to be on the finals, but really, why should I start teaching now? That's a good point. Professor throws a slide on the projector that says study before walking out of the room. Again, how have you not lost your job? Half the class opens their books and starts studying. The other half starts standing up to pick up their things. Not sure which I should do. Play the event. Well, if I'm going to study, I'll do it in my own place. Oh, okay. I pick up my things and head out the door with a bunch of the other students with the same idea. Make my way over to the cafe. I figure I'll get a bite while I study. Wow, Max, I guess the gang's all here. I look towards Sally's voice and see all of my roommates really are here. They've all gathered around a table in the corner. Well, this sounds like an end. I think we finally hit it. Yay. Looks like even Isabella took a break from her work to sit down. We all just kept coming in one by one. I suppose our great minds have thought alike. Anne waves at me, smiling and patting an empty seat. Is everyone else's professor as crazy as Professor Task? No, he's the only asshole with the tenure around here. I think the schedule's all just worked out. We almost never get to do this. This is so nice. Yeah, we should get together more often. Most of you are pretty alright. Isabel reaches out to punch me in the arm as she laughs. It's been a long year, hasn't it? It really has been. Lots of fun, though. Yeah, I think this has been the most fun I've ever had this year. I'm just happy you managed to learn something like one singular thing. I don't know what exactly, but... Shut up, yeah. Honestly, you guys, thanks for everything this year. How about this? I know I got here late, but everyone gets a drink on me, huh? Everyone around the table cheers as I stand and go over to the counter to make a drink order. As I wait for the other clerk to get my order ready, I look back at my table with all my roommates, friends sitting around it. Yeah, this is definitely an end. This has been a good year, and frankly, I can't wait to see what happens next. The next 2 weeks fairly flew by. Between my finals and everyone else's, I barely got any time to spend with my friends. Put a lot of work into this last final, but it's not really my last one. Sometimes the idea of 3 more years of this seems incredibly daunting, which is precisely why I didn't want to get caught up in this college bull in the first place. I probably wouldn't even be on campus today if I hadn't needed to sell back some books. As long as I was here, though, I went ahead and printed off my grades for the year. Despite all the craziness of the course, I managed to keep my grades up. Just goes to show exactly how amazing I am. I kept my grades up without even trying. As I walk back towards Latin House to pack up my things up for a trip back home, a couple of people wave at me. I think they probably caught my show a few weeks back. I give them a wink, and this is already a few weeks ahead? Huh. The two of them seemed fairly happy to see me. The concert went alright. We could have done better, but at least our name is getting out there. Finally, standing back on the porch at Latin House, I think over all the things I've done this year. Smiling to myself, I open the door and head inside. I head up to my room and drop off a couple things and pick up a couple different things. I'm supposed to be studying with Anne after this. That woman just doesn't let up. I grin to myself as I think about it. It's one of the things I like about her, honestly. As I head to the library, I think about myself being an honest-to-goodness college student, really trying to learn and grow. It's weird, but with her by my side, it seems doable. She's always cheering me on, always believing in me. Oh, that's sweet. With her, it seems like I can make my dream happen without wasting the opportunities college affords me. Just thinking of her beautiful smiling face makes me smile and want to try harder. I couldn't have asked for a more supportive and caring girlfriend. I'm just glad she's willing to look up with a She willingly took up with a slacker like me. Oh, okay. English. I don't speak it very well. I get to the library and set up at a table in the East Wing. Oh. Something just popped up in the corner. I've got a stack of books, a pen, and some paper. Now to try to work some of these things out, I'm thinking about taking some summer classes after I visit my parents, and I want to make sure I can make it the cut. Suddenly I hear a squeal of pleasure and arms grab me from behind. Oh, that's adorable. Oh. Nerd! Need some music for this. Can you feel the love? Okay. There you are, Max. Look at you, all prepared to study. I'm so proud of you. I knew if you applied yourself, you could do great things, but you've totally exceeded my expectations. I'm not an idiot. Well, that still hasn't been proven. Oops. I just didn't think I'd get into this stuff. I probably wouldn't have if it weren't for you. Oh, stop being modest. You've got a great head for this. Maybe I helped a little. A lot. Believe me, baby, I wouldn't be where I am right now without you pushing me. I appreciate it, Anne, more than you know. Of course, Max, I'd have helped you without being your girlfriend, but I'm really happy that I am. You've helped me too, you know. To come out of my shell and be bolder and less shy, a lot of that is thanks to you. Oh, so you're less shy now, huh? I don't know. We're in a library with tons of people around. Shut up. Aww. She grins as she leans in and kisses me. She really has come out of her shell. I kiss her back firmly, just happy to be with her. Uh-huh. As the kiss lingers, she just barely starts to blush, and I pull away. I know she's trying to prove a point, but there's no reason for me to be mean. I need Anne by my side, cheering me on as I cheer for her. Together we're going to make a lot of beautiful music in this world. Okay, well, this seems like the end. That's the last thing I remember doing my first year of college. It's been years since I thought back about my college days. As I look back at the time I spent in Latin House, I was definitely the start of a new chapter for me. The world seemed full of new possibilities, and I think I really wanted to seize all of them. I really pushed myself academically. I probably devoted a little too much time to studying, but I guess I was tired of people thinking I was just an idiot with a bit of musical talent. See my mom and pop's face when I double majored in business and music. Oh, wow. Well, good for you, dude. You got a degree for both. It was almost worth it. Whatever happened to the others? It's hard to remember. Everybody these days. Let's see. Isabella eventually went back to Mexico. She stayed pretty much exactly long enough to get her master's in teaching. I long ago lost count of the boyfriends and girlfriends she had during the course of college, but to her credit, she never cheated on any of them. She writes every once in a while and promised to put me up if I ever make my way down there. Dominic finally managed to get his physics degree about the same time I was graduating, of course. With the job market the way it was at the time, he didn't have any great prospects right off the bat. He spent the next few years continuing to provide RA functions for the university thanks to his record Eventually, he got a job with one of those space exploration startups. The other week, I got some spare bolts from one of their test flights. It's pretty cool stuff. Sally managed to get arrested 3 times during her course in college. Though it was usually just at some protest or something, so she tended to get off with just slaps on the wrist. Eventually, her willingness to be stupid in the name of a cause got her noticed by a World Animal Foundation. She eventually managed to get her degree. Now she does publicity for the foundation. Surprisingly, she and Memphis actually stayed together through the whole of it. They really did their best together. I don't think it ended until a couple years after college. But I've left out Anne, haven't I? Anne kept me really trying at school and all through college. When I finally graduated, she met my parents. When they found out it was her that had made me sure their finances hadn't gone to waste, it was like she was already part of the family. Oh, that's adorable. Of course, when I broke the news that I was still going to be pursuing Back Alley Flash, she was also the first person to tell my parents to suck it up. I'd done my time. Now it was time to pursue my dreams, and got a job at the college library right out of college. She had the library science degree to back it up. She took time off to come out with the band when she could. It was a thrill for her to see all the places we were touring, and it was a thrill for me to take her there. Hey, you've earned the particular ending because the sum of your stats associated with this character was below 600. Oh no. Oh no. Of course, the road could be a harsh mistress. Sometimes I was away from her for months on end. Oh no. After a couple of years of that, we just grew apart. I hate to admit it, but after our breakup, I didn't really keep track of her. Well, now I'm sad. Just always had something else going. I guess that was part of the reason we broke up in the first place. At any rate, I'm not sure where she's at now. As for me, well, Back Alley Flash definitely got a kickstart that first year of college. We kept working on our act while I was at college. But after college, the band did alright. In the years after college, we managed to get a small following. Nothing huge, but enough to keep us living off our music. Got a couple songs on the radio that brought in the sales for a bit. The concentration on classes during college had really put a bit of a strain on the group. We broke up after just a couple years. I still talk to Memphis on occasion. We both do music scores for the video games, though for different companies. But yeah, everything else about me you probably already know. And at any rate, that's good enough for now. I feel like I've been talking about myself for ages. How about you? How was your college experience? Well, I'm sad now. Not the ending I was hoping for. I thought we had it. But, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. If you enjoyed, feel free to click like and subscribe. I got another game that's lined up right after this, so guess I'll start work on that. I'm going to get back into Valkyria Chronicles. I accidentally let that drop off because of this. But, yeah. Thanks for watching. I will see y'all next time. Bye.